Good day, everyone. I'm Nicole, Marcelo. I'm here in front of you to share some thoughts about the environment. What is environment as of today? Is our environment still look like before? Is environment important to us? Do we still care for the environment? We all know that environment is everything that surrounds us. Environment is a particular geographical area which human beings, animals, plants, and other living and non-living things exist. Environment gives us food, water, power, electricity, shelter, and oxygen. Environment provides everything that we need, but we don't give what environment needs from us. Environment just wants us to have care for it. It really plays very important role to us human beings, animals, and other living things to grow and develop properly. The air we breathe every single moment, the water we use, plants, animals, and all living things comes from the environment. What will happen as without environment? Can we survive without environment? Without environment, we need to take care for it before it totally destroyed. Environment need us. Environment is really facing a lot of problems. Based on my research, the major current environmental issue may include climate change, pollution, environmental degradation, and resource depletion. According to my research, pollution have 7 types: air, water, soil, noise, radioactive, light, and thermal that are affecting our environment. Most of this air pollution we cause result from the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas to produce electricity and power our vehicle. Carbon dioxide is good indicator of how much fossil fuel is burned and how much of other pollutants are emitted. As pollution control is the process of reducing or eliminating release of pollutants into the environment that is regulated by pollutants into the air, water, and climate change. Climate change occurs when changes in Earth's climate system result in a new weather patterns that remain in place for an extended period of time. This length of time can be short as a few decades to as long as millions of years. Climate change could affect most terrestrial ecoregions, increasing global temperature means that ecosystem of environment will change. Some species are being forced out of their habitats because of changing conditions while others are flourishing. Climate change is caused by as human activity as opposed to change in climate that may have resulted as part of Earth's natural processes that make the major greenhouse gases are water vapor when cause of climate change. Rising temperature are affecting our climate, and as a result, it affects our environment and the function of it to deliver. There are things we can do about climate change. We need to get charged up with renewable green your commute, divest from fossil fuels, use energy wisely and consume less, waste less, and enjoy life more. Environment degradation is the deterioration of the environment through depletion of resources such as air, water, and soil. Is the destruction of ecosystem. Environment degradation are modern urbanization, industrialization, overpopulation growth, deforestation, and many more. To prevent it, we need to reduce our overall consumption of resources, to use all the resources and materials, green transportation, recycle what we need whenever we can do, and give back to the environment. Resource depletion occurs when the renewable and non-renewable natural resources become scarce. They are consumed faster than they can recover. The term resource depletion is commonly associated with water, fuel consumption, trees, and fishing. Resource depletion caused by overpopulation, overconsumption, and waste, deforestation, and etc. Solution to reduce the resource depletion are as reduce use of fossil, preserve trees and forests, and protect coastal ecosystem. There are so many problems about our environment. All the information that I said is just based from my research. It's just according to my research and not from the environment. Really need our health. Environment give everything we need to live, but why we don't care our environment? Why it is important to take care of our environment? How can we help environment as a student? According to my research, the environment as which we live provides natural services for humans and all other species that are essential to our health, quality of life, and others. For example, our forests remove carbon dioxide and other pollutants from the air we breathe and also cool our temperature, reducing the formation of ground-level ozone, a pollutant that can cause heart and lungs problems to worsen our wetland storm water filter and make harmless storm water pollutant and recharge our aquifers with these filtered waters and the dune system on our beaches from natural barriers to storm waves and provide important habitat and travel way for wildlife. All the information that I said is just based on my research. We have many benefits that we can get from our environment, like the air we breathe, the water we drink, the electricity we use, and the shelter we live. Environment is very kind to us living things, so why we don't give back to the environment? There are so many ways to help our environment. As a student, we can help our environment in just simple way. Keeping our surroundings clean can help our environment. As a student, we can do the proper segregation of trash. By this, it can also help our environment. Be mindful of what you throw in the trash and where you are going to throw it. Do the 3R, reuse, reduce, recycle. Do some tree planting activities in your community. As a student, we can reduce the amount of paper that we use every school year. Lessen the use of water and notice its importance. Lessen our consumption and reduce things. Use reusable bags than plastic bag grocery that get thrown out and up. Lessen our consumption and reduce things. Use reusable bags than plastic grocery bag that get thrown out and up in landfills or other parts of the environment. Save electricity and water. There are such many things we can do for our environment. In just simple way that we can give a lot of help for our environment. We should not use our environment in the wrong way for just our selfishness and for us to fulfill our destructive wishes. We should learn to value our environment and use it properly. Before I end up this video, I just going to summarize all my thoughts in environment. Environment is everything that surrounds us. It is the one who gives us all our needs to live, not just human being, but also for the plant, animal, etc. And nowadays, our environment is facing a lot of problems. Pollution, climate change, environmental degradation, resource depletion, etc. are some of problems that our environment facing. Pollution have 7 types. Most of this air pollution because result from the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, natural gas, and gasoline to produce electricity and power our vehicle. Climate change occur when changes in Earth climate change system result in a new weather patterns that remain in place for an extended period of time. Climate change could affect most terrestrial ecoregions. Climate change is caused by us human activity. Environmental degradation is the deterioration of the environmental through depletion of resources such as water, air, and soil. To prevent it, we need to reduce our overall consumption. Resource depletion occurs when the renewable and non-renewable natural resources become scarce. They are consumed faster and they can recover. Reduce depletion caused by overpopulation, overconsumption, and etc. Environment really need our help. We are the one who is responsible to take care for for the environment. Taking care in our environment is our responsibility. Environment gives us everything we need. So, we need to give back to the environment. We can help our environment in many simple ways. As a student, we can do proper segregation of trash and consume less papers. Keeping our surroundings clean give a lot of help to our environment. Use reusable bags, the plastic grocery bags that get thrown up in landfills or other part of the environment. Lessen the use of water and know its importance. Lessen our consumption and reduce things. We learn to value and properly our environment. Learn to love the environment and enjoy your life without doing harmful things that affect our environment. We won't have society if we destroy the environment. Margaret Mead. If we don't take care of our environment, it's like we don't take care of our home. That's all. I hope you learned something from my thoughts. Taking our environment is important. Let's save the environment before it's totally destroyed. It's better to be early than to be late.